Okay, I'm going to try to explain this LCD control panel for the Aqua Vista. There are, first of all, two modes. There's a automatic and a manual mode. So before you can do anything on this display, you have to push and hold the lock button for 5 seconds. Okay, so now the whole LCD is unlocked and we're in automatic mode. I'm going to switch to manual mode, and in manual mode you can just manually turn things off and on. Here's a light, we can turn that off or on. There's a UV sanitary button, which I talked to Aqua Vista. That's a new feature that will be coming out later. They don't actually have a product yet for that. The next one's a thermometer, so that's your water heater. Right now mine's on. Oop. The next one is your O2, so this is your air pump. If I click that, that'll turn the air pump on or off. We have the left and the right pump, automatic fish feeder, your lock button, and CO2 generator. So I'm going to switch back to automatic mode now. And this is where you can actually set things to run automatically. And to set any of the features, what you have to do is hit set and then select which button or feature you want to program. So for instance, the light, I click set, I click the light, and we can program it 3 different times to come on and off. Now if you're like me and you like it simple, I want it on once for 12 hours and then off for 12 hours. What you do is you press P1, I have a start time of 12, you press end, and I have an end time for 12. So P1 isn't enabled. Whenever you set the start and the end time to the same thing, it just doesn't do anything. And same with my P2 on the light, as 12 is the start, the end is 12. But now if I go over here to P3, you'll see my start time is 12 and my end time is 000. It's a 24-hour clock. That means it's going to start at 12 noon and it will shut off at midnight. So that's how I set my light up. Now let's go over and look at the next. The UV, just disregard that. Like I said, they're working on that at Aqua Vista. If you can hit the thermometer, I have my temperature set at 23 degrees Celsius. Now if the room is hotter than 23, the water temperature can go above, which mine is 24.5. I have a wood burner in the same room as my fish tank, so you know it can go above, but it will never go below 23. I have it set, so that's the default. Then that's just like any other fish aquarium. The next setting, your O2, oops, I have to hit set, and then O2, I have P1, P2, P3. The way I set mine up, I don't want it to run. I don't think it's necessary. I have live plants, and they're providing plenty of fresh oxygen along with the pumps. So I set all my P1, P2, P3 to, once again, the start time as 12 and the end time as 12. And that goes the same for all of the 3 settings that I could set. The pumps you cannot set, and I'll show you. So if I hit set and then this pump, you cannot set an on and off time, and that's a good thing. You want that circulation always, and that's what keeps a nice healthy fish aquarium. So you can't set those. If you do manually, if you turn off the pumps, which you can do to like shut down, maybe do some maintenance or something inside, they will turn back on within 15 minutes. So that's something that I learned. I tried to shut them off, and then 15 minutes later they came back on. Down here is my automatic fish feeder. So I hit set, like that. And P1, I have 12, ending at 12, P2, 12, and end at P2, or end at 12 as well. So I'm not using the fish feeder, and that's simply because I don't have enough fish and I don't want excess food going into the water. When I get more fish in the future, I'm going to set up the fish to be fed once a day, and that's a really nice feature, especially when you go on vacation. And the last one is the CO2 generator. So if I click on the CO2, you have P1, P2, and P3. Now, this one's a little different than all the others. The 30 means that it will run for 30 minutes, and it will only run when the light's on. You can increase that or decrease it. So by default, it's set to run 30 minutes, 3 different cycles during when the light's on, and it determines when it's going to run that. But I did talk to Aqua Vista, and they said that it will only run when the light's on. So that's pretty cool. I'm happy with 3 sessions of 30 minutes. In the directions, it says that the CO2 generator will last for a maximum of 400 hours. So 30 minutes, that's a pretty long time to get out of the CO2 generator that comes with it. One of the last things that I forgot to show you, I should have showed you first, but we'll go over this last. That's up here. That's the date and time. So what you do is you just click set, and you touch the numbers to increment them. Now, I made the mistake by touching the year, so I had to go all the way up to 2035 before I could go back down to 2013. So you, just try not to make that mistake. They come pretty close to the date that that's currently right now. And the same thing goes for the time. You just click set, and then you would just simply touch the time, either the hours or the minutes, and set that. So that is the LCD control panel. There's also one more thing, that's down here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll see if I can move the camera down. Right there, that's the power button. This turns it off and on. You could also unplug it, and it would do the same thing. So I hope that clears some things up and helps everybody program their Aqua Vista tank. Thanks for watching.